When your cat looks at you, they probably are not thinking, "There is my human." They are not placing you into neat little boxes like owner, boss, or dinner manager. But if you want to understand your cat better, this is where it starts. Cats do not usually build relationships the way dogs do. You are not going to get dramatic reunions, constant approval, or a daily show of devotion. That does not mean the bond is weak. It means the bond works differently. 1. Your cat may see you less like a master and more like a really big cat. It means you are inside their social world. Researchers have pointed out for years that many things cats do with people look a lot like what they do with cats. They feel relaxed around. The head bump the cheek, rub the body, weaving around your legs, even the little grooming lick on your hand. Those are social signals. So when a cat loops around your ankles or presses their face against you, that is not distance. It is one way of saying you are part of my space, part of my routine, part of what feels normal. This is where people often get cats wrong. They expect affection to be loud and love to be obvious. Most cats are quieter than that. They work attachment into daily life. You see it in the same chair, the same doorway, the same quick check to see if you are still nearby. Once that clicks, a lot of their stranger habits stop looking random. 2. When a cat brings you something, there may be more going on than simple chaos. Yes, the gifts, the toy by the bed, the bottle cap at your feet, and in some homes, the dead mouse or lizard delivered with complete confidence. Most people laugh or feel unprepared. That still is not the whole story. In the wild, mother cats bring prey back to kittens as part of how the young learn about food and hunting. So, when a cat carries something over to you, old instincts may still be shaping that behavior even inside a normal house. That does not always mean your cat is literally trying to teach you to hunt, but it can follow the same basic logic, bringing something important into a shared space. From a cat's point of view, your hunting record is not impressive. You do not stalk or chase anything. You open the fridge, move a few things around, and somehow food appears. So when something gets dropped at your feet and your cat just stares, it is not hard to see why that moment can feel educational. It may connect to prey, behavior sharing, or a simple social routine. And if it is a toy, instead of actual prey, context matters even more. Some want to throw, some want praise, some want launch services. If they drop the item and stare calm and focused, it can feel instructional. If they drop it and get excited right away, that usually points more toward play. Either way, they brought it to you and that choice matters. Type 1 hunting coach or Type 2 toy delivery executive. 3. Your cat probably knows you more by your pattern than by your face. Cats are built with a different priority. Their eyesight is especially useful for picking up movement, the kind that matters when something twitches, runs, or would rather not become dinner. Fine, close-up detail is not the center of their world the way it is for us. That is why you can hold a treat right in front of a cat and still watch them search around like it slipped into another dimension. They are using a different set of strengths. So when a cat recognizes you, that recognition is probably not built mainly from your face. What matters more is how you move the rhythm of your steps, the sound of your voice, the smell on your skin and clothes. That is what makes feline recognition feel personal. They are not carrying around a neat little portrait of you. What they know is your pattern, the atmosphere around you, the full sensory feeling that comes with your presence. Once you understand that small moments become easier to read, why your mood affects them before you say a word, why tense movement can make them pause, why a softer voice can bring them closer, why they can hear your steps from another room and suddenly appear. They are reading the whole environment that comes with you. 4. Your cat may use meowing as a language shaped especially for you. Adult cats do not usually spend their time meowing at other adult cats, the way they do with humans. With each other, they rely more on posture, spacing, eye contact, tail movement, tension, and release. Things humans miss all the time, so they adapt. They learn very quickly that humans often need a more obvious signal, a direct sound, something much harder to miss unless it happens at 3 in the morning. Over time, many cats seem to develop different meows for different situations. One for food attention, the closed door play, and the announcement that they have entered the room. If you live with a talkative cat, you already know those sounds are not all the same. Some are short and sweet. Some are sharp and demanding. Some sound like a complaint. Some are so conversational that it feels like your cat is checking whether you are still emotionally available. That is not meaningless noise. It is a bridge. Your cat is making an effort to reach you in a way you are more likely to catch. They made the signal easier. They kept trying. That matters, because what looks aloof from a distance can be incredibly selective up close. 5. Your presence may help your cat feel safe enough to fully relax. A study from Oregon State University looked at how cats responded in a new environment with their caregiver during a short separation and after reunion. A majority of the cats showed what the researchers described as a secure attachment style. When their person came back, those cats were better able to settle, explore, and return to a calmer state. Without that familiar person there, many showed more signs of stress. That does not mean cats are tiny furry humans. It does suggest that a trusted person can become an emotional anchor, a steady presence that helps the nervous system move away from alert and back toward safety. Think about what that means in everyday life. When your cat follows you from room to room, that may not be clinginess, it may be orientation. When they sleep more deeply near you, that is not only convenience, it can also be comfort. When they choose your chair, your bed, or the blanket that smells like you, that is not random preference. Familiarity is doing quiet work in that moment, and suddenly a lot of small behaviors feel different. The slow blink from the doorway, the way they settle once you sit down, the quick little check-in look, followed by the performance of pretending they were absolutely not checking on you. The way their body softens when the room feels manageable again, the way independence and attachment can live together, because those things were never opposites in the first place. Cats do not need to act like dogs to care deeply. They do not need loud devotion. They do not need constant touching. They do not need to perform affection in the exact style humans recognize fastest. They just keep choosing you in quiet, easy-to-miss ways. The rub against your leg, the toy on the floor, the meow shaped for your ears, the calmer body once you enter the room, the deeper exhale when your presence makes everything feel easier. That is the real story here. Not that your cat sees you as an owner and worships you, and not that they are cold, distant, or impossible to understand. It is something softer than either of those. You are part of their social world, part of the map that helps life feel familiar, part of the pattern that tells them what normal feels like. Not above them, not beneath them, with them. And for an animal as cautious, observant, and selective as a cat, that is a remarkable thing to offer. So the next time your cat looks at you, try not to ask, do they even know who I am? Do they feel safe enough to be fully themselves with me? Because that is the bond you are really building. And if your cat keeps choosing you in all those quiet little ways, then congratulations. You are the familiar shape in the room. You are the signal that lets their body soften. And in the small, private universe your cat lives in, you are part of home,